Exxon's biggest acquisition since the Mobil merger in 1999, and Exxon shares are only fractionally lower. My next guest is all for it and hopes it's the first of many more big deals to come. Joining me now is Bill Smead, Chief Investment Officer at Smead Capital Management. Great to have you here, Bill. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Sometimes I feel like a person such as yourself would come on and get mad and say, mega deals are, they destroy value in the long run. And this is all the bankers. You're totally on the opposite side of this. You love it. And just talk to us about why.
Well, I was in Europe for a week, 2 weeks ago, promoting what we do. And in Europe, they are so anti oil and gas and fossil fuels. And that attitude has caused a deeply out of favor position for this industry, despite the need we'll have for the next 30 or 40 years, whether it be to produce gasoline or whether it is to produce electricity. So people are out of line, and the situation is the great big companies have provided liquidity to the largest investors. Therefore, they trade at very high multiples in relation to the smaller large companies and the larger the smallest large cap companies in the industry. So if you go out there and poke holes in the ground, you're going to have every environmentalist and every ESG person in the world condemning you. Whereas if you acquire a company that already has production to extend the life of your business, you're avoiding that grief.
Although you are going into Lena Khan's crosshairs, at some point, do you think she sort of sits up and says, wait a minute, no, especially because there was another deal in the energy patch, and if there's more to come, wouldn't they get involved?
I heard Sarah Eisen say that. I was watching the show this morning, and I heard Sarah Eisen say that, and I thought to myself, are you kidding me? I mean, the federal government has made this industry a nightmare, and the body politic has made this a nightmare. There's no monopoly. They're trying to convince people that you're going to switch to all electric vehicles and there will be no need for gasoline. Why would you care what somebody in this industry does? They're all expecting the industry to die.
Well, here's Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, who has slammed the prospective deal between Exxon and Pioneer in an email statement circulating Friday saying, quote, Exxon has a big pile of cash that it made by gouging consumers. He's a Rhode Island Democrat. Now it's looking to use that money to double down on polluting the planet, pushing even more costs and dangers on consumers. So there's your political line or raison for the administration to pick it up.
Yeah, and that's like the person addicted to cigarettes mad at Philip Morris for raising the price from 20 cents to $5 from 1970 to 2010. In other words, they are creating the problem. The people that are criticizing this are the ones that have created the problem. They are restricting the supply of the commodity and only going to drive the prices higher as time goes forward. So that is the height of hypocrisy there.
But that's politics. My point is, could they come in? And you're right. Look, the fact that we have this statement to me is the first sign that maybe they would start to get involved, because the Exxon Danbury deal, I don't think there was any pushback to if we started to see more mergers. And is it overall going to raise oil production or lower it? I mean, what are the numbers there?
All this does is it extends the productivity of the property owned by Exxon so that they can provide the fossil fuels that people need. That they are attempting to make their company longer lived in an investment and body politic market that wants to shorten the life of the industry.
Yeah,
they are trying to keep themselves alive and provide the customers what they need. 40% of electricity is produced by natural gas in the United States of America. Coal-fired is 19.5 and will probably be 0 in 10 years. So where are you going to get the electricity?
Sure.
We're not going to. There's no wind and solar miracle that's going to replace that.
If this does happen, and the deal's been rumored before, so who knows if it's going to come to a head this time. But there's also so many great, interesting things to say about Pioneer itself and Sheffield and so forth. But actually, Bill, since you're here on Jobs Friday, and I think your point is very clear, I want to briefly talk to you about the jobs report and whether you think it's a mirage or if the economy's strength is more, long lasting, and why you're not selling. I'm going to be on you about the home builders again because more people are starting to bail on them.
Well, we've said for years. First of all, there's 40% more millennials than there was in the prior generation. They were slow to get started. They're going now. More people got married last year and this year than any year for the last 10 years. And they're going to form their households regardless of whether houses are unaffordable or not.